We're like a minute to go, guys. You want that? Me not hungry. Me kind of pack up. But I drink a Pepsi and burp. Oh, that's what you're saying. What you want? You want the money?
Mute your mic, Peter. When you send him off, you have to mute your mic.
I understand this. I'm muted now.
Greetings and good afternoon to all my listeners and viewers on the Primal 4K app, Fit FM 96.7, Facebook, YouTube, the World Wide Web. I want to welcome you all to Primal Sports Center. I'm your host, Dale.
And I'm Kane the Shrub Watson. And you know it's time for Primal. We have an empty studio today.
Yes.
Our producer is out of the island
Yeah.
on some training and some business as well.
I'm saying in Kentucky where you thought it was what, KFC?
KFC. I don't know which Kentucky I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
he'll join us at the midway point for sports commentary because, you know, people look forward to that, you know. Controversial boss always puts a mix on things. So that will come up at the midway point. But to break things down for you this week, and we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
we have some football. Obviously, football is on the forefront. A bit of track and field news. And then NBA is right around the corner. NBA starts later this month. But to kick things off, we kick things off with football.
Yeah.
And we know that the Reggae Boys international window is coming up. And when we talk about the Reggae Boys, you know, always look forward to hope. Always give us hope. Because we always want to go back to that prestigious World Cup. Although we do have World Cup qualifiers this window, we have CONCACAF Nation Leagues. And we have two ties. One on Thursday, October 10th versus Nicaragua, and one in the office, Monday, October 14th, versus Honduras. So those two matches are coming up in the window, and Steve McLaren led boys, and he just named a 23-man squad.
Yeah.
A lot of defenders in the squad, so I'll run down the squad for you, but you know, some key additions as well. Goalkeepers Andre Blake, Jamal Waite, and Shaquille Davis. Defenders Tavon Gray, Ethan Pinnock, Dexter Limbikisa, Damien Lowe, John Bell, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lay, Mason Holgate, first time debutant now for the Reggae Boys, former English player, you know, one from outer English background here. And also Richard King, midfielders Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, Joel Latibodier, Tariq McGee back in the mix. We call for Tariq McGee. And Karoy Anderson, attackers Michael Antonio, Romario Williams, Ronaldo Cephas, Kaim Dixon, DeMar Gray, and Norman Speedy Campbell. So we have two matches coming up, and that's a 23-man squad. And as I said, we want to kick off things. The first thing I said was hope.
So no Bailey this time?
No, Bailey's injured again.
Again. Okay, the previous,
He's injured. Playing for Aston Villa Champions League tie early in the week. We touch on that later on when we give a Champions League breakdown of the week, where we saw some major upsets. One with Liam Bailey's
including
Aston
that
Villa.
That one, right?
So later on in the show, we touch on a bit some fixtures across Europe. But for now, as I said, on the topic of Reggae Boys, with this 2-match window, and I said I kick things off to talk about hope.
Yeah.
What do you hope for the Reggae Boys in this window?
Well, it's exciting for me because we have been calling for Tyreek, a more creative midfielder. So I'll be watching this match, you know, because you know I prefer the Stars, you know, I like to watch the Stars, and Tyreek is one of the Manning Cup stars, and for me I think he's maybe one of our most creative player. Left back, no. So
we don't have much creative players.
Yeah, exactly. And
I think if I was in the squad, I'd be
A
one of the best
creative.
creative players.
Yes, yes.
And I'm not a big footballer. So that
Yeah.
shows that we need creativity.
Of course,
And
of
we're
course.
lacking in that. And I think that Tarek McGee is a key addition.
Yeah.
But yet still we need more creative.
And Kaim is there. I think Kaim is the next one. You
You
know,
think he's a creative player?
of course, without a doubt. An
Create for
exciting player,
himself.
exciting player
Create
to
for
watch.
himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he
I'm
can-
talking about
yeah,
create for
yeah.
others.
Yeah,
Distributing the ball,
but for me, you know,
making key chances.
you know, my thing is whenever I hear my local players getting a chance, I get excited.
Yeah.
You know, that is my thing. You know, we have the foreigners and stuff, well, good quality players, but whenever I hear the local name players, you know,
Attacking
coming,
players.
especially the attacking
Yeah, the
ones,
attacking ones.
especially the attacking
Because-
ones coming from the Manning Cup right through, even the JPL, you know, I get excited. So I'm looking forward to see Tariq McGee in the starting lineup along with Kaim.
You think
Come next week.
They won't start. You think both of them will start?
Well,
Whereas
maybe
Nicaragua,
one. But I'm looking forward to seeing them on the pitch then. You know, if it's just 15, 20 minutes, that's what I'll be looking for.
So, all right, in this
Yeah.
window, give us best scenario, what would be a happy international window for the Reggae Boys? Obviously, getting two victories, but I mean, going to Nicaragua and dominating, I would think I would be pleased with a 3-love scoreline. Anything
Yeah.
more, I'd be even more happy. But I think that going to Nicaragua, stamp our class with the quality players that we have, 3-love, nothing less than 3-love,
Yeah.
clean sheet. I mean, with Andre back, Andre Blake, you know, is a top goalkeeper in our region, one of the best goalkeepers in CONCACAF. And I think that with the defenders that we have at our disposal, Nicaragua shouldn't score against us. And with the likes of Mikel Antonio, if Kaim Dixon gets a nod,
Yeah,
nothing less than a 3-love scoreline.
yeah,
And I would be pleased with that.
yeah. I'd be pleased to see Kaim scoring, getting some minutes.
To me, it doesn't matter who scored the
No,
goals.
well, for me, you know, as I say, I'm a
How
local.
about
I'm a
Maggie?
local.
Yeah, what
person.
about Maggie? With 2 assists.
Exactly,
Yeah,
something
2
like that.
assists and Kaim Dixon goal.
With about 40 minutes of playing time, I'll be satisfied with that. You know.
And one thing, as Peter, I'm sure we probably mentioned later on,
Yeah.
we only score own goals and
penalties.
We want goals from open play, creativity.
Yeah.
Look at how we create chances but we don't finish. Most of our goals, as Peter always say, own goals and penalties. With the attacking output that we have versus a Nicaragua team. Nicaragua not playing bad football, but I mean, we are Jamaica. We are the Reggae Boys.
So we're
I mean,
supposed to dominate in
Nicaragua
this
not
match.
qualifying for no World Cup. We looking to qualify for World Cup. Not
Yeah.
only qualify for World Cup, but I mean,
Perform at the World
perform
Cup.
at the World Cup.
Yeah, perform at the World
looking
Cup.
to qualify for the World Cup with the likes of USA and Mexico at World Cup, making round of 16, looking to try to break into the quarters or go even further. Always there.
Always
Both USA
there,
and Mexico come
staple.
out to the group.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why can't we? And we're toe-to-toe with them now. And again, with the talent that we have.
So I'm guessing that this squad, I think they have to have some constants.
Perhaps missing Shamar Nicholson missing from the squad, but
Shamar,
I mean,
yeah.
some
Been
other
playing
players-
well,
yeah,
playing well
yeah.
too, you know, in quite a few of the matches. But I think the key for Jamaica is to have that core and have them playing most of the matches to get familiar with each other.
Even last match I watched, I was most impressed with Casey Palmer. And
Yeah.
he looked creative and he looked attacking.
Yeah.
So the likes of if Tarek McGee can come to the mix and we know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
If he gets a nod and plays attacking football, we don't want a bunch of defenders out there.
Yeah.
Just knock around the ball, pass back the ball. No. Against Nicaragua, we need to stamp our class.
What-
Put pressure on Nicaragua.
What
from the
is
jump.
what is good that you say we have a lot of defenders, right?
Yeah.
Tariq McGee is similar to Ravel.
Yeah. In
You
a
know,
sense, yeah.
in a sense, meaning not really defensive minded and you know don't really run back. You know, so I guess surrounding them with more active defenders will be will probably complement.
The likes of Latiba there
yeah,
and
some workers in the middle.
probably
You know,
Damien Lowe probably pushing him further
yeah,
up the pitch.
yeah,
Instead of just sitting back and, you know, we can play further up the pitch and up the
yeah,
pitch.
yeah. But I'm really
I
happy.
wouldn't say experiment, try to play to our system. But Nicaragua, we need to be from the jump. I mean, score early, score in the first 15 minutes, and then let the ball do the work after that, and then the goals will flow.
Play
I
some-
put it at 3-love minimum. I would
3-love.
want more than that, but clean sheet first, get the W, minimum 3 goals against Nicaragua, in Nicaragua.
And that's a good
I
scoreline.
think
That's
that
a good
would be-
outcome.
I think I would be pleased with that scoreline.
And we're scoring some goals from the runner play and not from
So I guess
Pet-
next week we'll have a breakdown of that. As I said, that match is Thursday coming, October 10th, and we'll be playing in Nicaragua. And then we break down that match next week. Looking forward to the match on Monday at the office. We will be playing Honduras.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely be going to that match. So on Monday, October 14th, hopefully my producer will be back in the island by then, you know.
yeah,
Because I don't hope him do a run off. But on Monday, October 14th, after the Nicaragua match now,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to the Honduras match. For the Honduras match, I mean, Honduras is a quality team, but yet still, I see us better than Honduras.
Yeah, I think what you mean, we're better talent.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Better talent,
we're a better football country. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, well, I
but
think
we're
we're better
better
football
individual talent
I
than
think we're a better football
than Honduras.
Honduras
I cannot doubt that one.
Honduras
I think Honduras of late might be on the same level or a notch above, but
above us?
I think so. I
fall
think so.
off?
In terms of football, I'm not talking about individual and
Like
who apply
individuals
them
like
trade in.
Gambia,
Yeah,
who apply
exactly.
them trade in top leagues
the
in-
top
in
leagues in
Europe.
the world.
But
You know,
in terms of
football is a
it's
is a team sport. Is a
And
team.
as you said, with Honduras, I'm sure most of these Spanish countries, Honduras, Panama,
Yeah.
Costa Rica, they tend to have a core,
Yes,
and they tend to
and a
play
system.
together
And a system. They
long.
know what they want
They've
to do.
been
Yeah,
playing together over
a period
years
of
coming
time.
up. As you can see, they play like they know they one another. With
Yeah.
us, that is the
But
challenge we face.
Very unfamiliar with each
Yeah,
other. You know.
with players coming from overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of our players applying trade in Europe. But I guess you have to earn your bread.
And
I guess that would get you experience. So we have to get it together.
Yeah.
That's why we hire McLaren
Yeah.
and him getting paid big bucks. So we can't be too easy on him. Although he's new to the job, we expect results. And the results in this window, as I said, Nicaragua the W. At home, definitely we need a win versus Honduras. Because the Cuba match to me was disappointing.
I said 2-love Jamaica versus Honduras.
Two love.
on Monday.
I'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, I said 2-love.
2-love.
I
Goals
said
in
2-love.
either half,
Yeah.
2-love. I mean, as I said, if we get more than that, but clean sheet, them team enough here score probably. And we have the output where we can score goals. So 2-love at the office for Honduras.
Yeah, man. And I think with this squad, we'll get more turnout. We'll get a bigger
Just
turnout.
because I want to dish
No, that's one. Even
Dixon.
Kaim is a big
Kaim been in the team.
is a big name. Is a big name. Is a big name here. You know, making the big move to Charlton, and yeah, man, is a big name. So both Kaim and Tariq have
I
a.
mean, let's hope he gets playing time.
No, that's what the coach need to do now.
Put
Sometimes.
him on the 75th minute.
No, man. He need to give Kaim and McGee
Put him on
some
at
time.
least 60 minutes. Give him at least half an hour there.
Remember, say it's not just about football, you want people to show up at the stadium too, you know. You need to give a local man them
So
some
you want
more
Kai
push.
Mixon for a start?
I want the man up. Why not? Start
Give
the
him a
youngster
chance.
man. Give the man a
In
youngster.
front of the home crowd.
You play Nicaragua, yeah. I mean the first match.
First match, Nicaragua.
Because that's what gonna set everything for the second match.
Oh, okay.
You get what I say? So you give him a run, you give Tariq ample time, you know, and then everybody gets excited. Trust me, a lot of people when them see that name again on the paper.
Because I was in the stands for the Cuba match. and
Yeah.
People start, so why not put on Kaim Dixon?
You
Put
hear
on the
that?
ball, put on the ball.
Exactly.
And we now get the goal, we wanted a change, and people in the crowd around me.
And
like,
somebody
Kaim
who
Dixon.
can relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I
When
mean?
them see Kaim Dixon warming up, you see the crowd kind of get a little buzz and be like,
Yeah,
"Alright."
yeah.
But he came on a bit too late for me in that match.
Yeah, give him a little bit more time. So we can start it against Nicaragua. We can give them, it's not really a quality team we're going to play
Nicaragua
against.
playing good football, man.
They're playing
Nicaragua
good, but
getting good results.
They're playing good, but
We
we
don't want to underestimate Nicaragua.
Yeah,
Not because,
yeah.
you know, the name Nicaragua, and I mean, not a big name in
Yeah,
football, but they've
but-
been coming up, and I said, these teams play with a core.
that is true too. That
But
is
we
true.
are
But
going off for talent, and, you know, this man play here, this man play there, and him playing high-level football, and him good. So we're going off that and be like, all right, that person's supposed to know for running that space, but yet still there's an X factor where you know your teammates.
Yeah, it's a
Whether
difference.
Mikel Antonio preferred out wide left or preferred
Yeah.
putting foot other than running down the ball or playing into space.
yeah,
versus
and just knowing
who
it, knowing
prefer
his,
to drop
and
deep.
knowing the movements, and not the
And
the
again-
tendencies and yeah.
And
like-
Bobby Reed, Bobby Reed is like a or you call it now in the side,
I-
a must,
Yeah,
a must
man.
in the side.
Yeah, and been playing well too. And
But he's playing out of his position than when he plays in the club. So when
Yeah.
he comes on international break, it's like he has to readjust.
yes,
When he goes back to his club, he plays more wing back. But I mean, I would like the coach to switch him and Demar Gray more. Because to me, Demar Gray is wasted out wide. And
Yeah.
they get used to that. And it's just out wide, all right, set them out wide.
So where you
Then
want
with the
Demar
fix
to
and
play more?
no, I want him to play out wide, but then,
More on the outside.
but you can switch him up and play him through the middle. Put Baba Reid out wide sometimes. Mix it up. Drop him pinpoint, switch him up with Michael, but you can't just have him out wide there.
Yeah.
They're used to it and fix and tricks and trying to cut in on the favored foot
and,
and curl the ball.
and Mikel playing out of position too.
Sometimes it drops a bit too deep for him.
Yeah,
But then
Mikel
again,
playing
that's
out.
where the creativity comes in.
Yeah.
Who's going to supply for him to play his normal position? He doesn't have that in Jamaica, where a player behind him can be like, all right, and just run on the ball or hit the ball or in the box. So he won't get that service.
Yeah.
So to me, his strong suit or his what we're used to watching him on TV and doing, he can't get it out of the Jamaica squad.
Yeah.
Hence, maybe Kyle Dixon can get a nod.
Yeah.
And get more creativity out of that.
It-
For you still, because you're
yeah.
Peter sold than Kyle Dixon.
Yeah, man. He's a local, you know.
I'm on the
He's a
fence.
Jamaican.
but
He's
I
a
see where
Jamaican.
He's a
Yeah,
Jamaican.
he's a Jamaican. So
he's
we have to be
23
sold.
Jamaicans out there.
We have to be sold. But what do you think about Ravel? You think we got rid of Ravel too soon?
Too soon. But I mean,
And based on this squad now, this squad look more. You think Ravel can add some form of value to this
as we
current?
said before, it's a team sport.
And Ravel,
Ravel don't seem to work well with others.
Yes.
Word in the street.
yeah.
Ravel is
Have some issues, eh?
yeah, always. I don't know if it's from his upbringing because
Yeah.
he's a troubled youth now. He's a veteran now, but I mean, the talent-wise, I mean, him growing up in the Manchester United system, they saw so much talent in him, and I mean, I guess the
Yeah.
discipline factor. I won't touch on the discipline factor last week.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so the talent that he has, he'll be fit for this team, but he'd probably be a disruptive force in the team, and we can't afford that.
Yeah.
I mean, both entities are suffering. Ravel not playing for Jamaica, and Jamaica not having that talent, that
But if we wait,
individual brilliance that he can bring in the team.
but you have to wait at the same time, you know.
So maybe
not
a
getting
third-
along,
yeah.
not getting along, and but can produce at the same time on the pitch. But you're right, probably it's too much of a disruptive
And then,
force.
you know, it's a team sport, and you want players playing for each other, players who get along. I mean, but yet still, you have to put aside all of that and just.
Yeah, because
go
our
there.
cap,
it's a professionalism.
we know our captain, which is Andre. I think him and Ravel had an issue, so we know that it's public knowledge. So when you and the captain is at it, that's a big problem.
But yet still, they're professionals.
That's
Maybe-
what that's
maybe
the
they
next
have
point.
problems and we're out
That's-
there
that's-
and playing.
that- yeah,
Because Ravel's talent. But I think it's more on him though than his teammates.
Yeah.
He needs to
Adjust,
fix himself
adjust,
and be like,
yeah.
hey, be a professional. So I
Yeah,
don't think it's the other players' problem. It's more on him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's too late to do some soul searching and fix that. Because we know the brilliance he can bring. But hey,
right,
if it's
from-
going to be a disruptive force,
From
I agree,
one,
don't pick him.
From one controversial to another, Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, Mason Greenwood, papers gone up a picker.
Yeah.
So, you know, papers up a picker, you know what that mean? Next
Wow.
step is getting a passport, getting the citizenship, and representing the country.
So-
So things in the pipeline for Mason Greenwood to be a reggae boy, because McLaren knows him from Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
They have in dialogue, and even the previous coach was talking to him and, you know, trying to get him in the squad. So this is not just
So
rumors.
was this a power move by JFF to hire McLaren
Yeah.
to
also-
influence
yeah, of
and
course.
get Mason Greenwood
I definitely think so.
to wear the colors and represent Jamaica?
I definitely think so. So
Yeah.
getting the likes of Mason Greenwood and getting him in the team, and we see where he's playing top football right now in Spain. Mason Greenwood jumping out the squad, I think that goals will be coming. So, I mean, it won't be as straightforward and
And
be like,
you
all
have
right.
familiarity with some of with a couple of the players, the English players, meaning the system that they come through. Will be a little bit more familiar with the style of play.
I said Spain, but France. Mason
France,
Greenwood
yeah,
applies straight. Marseille, last year he was playing good in
Yeah.
Spain. Now he's in France playing for Marseille, scoring goals, getting assists.
I hope this is the end of all the foreigners coming, though. I think I will take Mason, but I think we need to have some. They don't have a rule, you know. Like,
No, but
like
you don't play for a country, you have a country playing
I
for.
know, like a cutoff, you know, like if you're not really,
So you're telling me now.
yeah.
I mean,
I want to put a cap on
No,
it.
but going down the road now, say for instance, I migrate, live in the States, live in England.
yeah.
I have, 5 sons.
Yeah.
You tell me I would feel comfortable for my sons representing Uncle Sam or Great Britain? You'd call my sons
Yeah.
or my grandsons
Yeah.
foreigners?
No, I
And when you check
understand.
it back, I represent Jamaica for so
But
long, and
is Mason Greenwood parents are Jamaican?
he has Jamaican ties. I don't know if he's great
I
or
hear
not.
it's when
but
it get too distant. That's where I have the problem.
yeah, but
You know, but overall, I just think I don't want to see it become a case where it's just pure foreign-born players representing because they probably have a great aunt that was a Jamaican, you know. So I don't want the reggae boys to become fully foreign, you know. But
I mean,
so I don't want any.
Jamaican diaspora is huge. We have people all over.
No, I agree, but I agree to some level. But I want to see my locals, and I need the reggae boys to be something like maybe 70-30, you know, or 60-40 in terms of local players, not local players that apply trade locally, but people who are real born Jamaicans, you know, somebody who I can relate to, somebody who I know grew up at Grandspen, you know, or play a little ball at Grandspen and reach reggae boy status. I don't want to see too many foreigners, you know. Next thing you see a Chinaman say, "I have heritage here," and you know, all over the world.
But I mean,
no, I want it to stay at 70-30.
So it'd be okay if his father's Jamaican or mother's Jamaican.
Yeah,
That's
but
okay. What about his grandparents? You wouldn't.
No,
you wouldn't feel comfortable
you
with
want to keep it a little bit more closer.
What
Yeah,
about his
we don't want it
great-grandparents?
to
What if it was in the
everybody else are
Windrush
running
movement?
because they probably can't represent this country. Everybody running in now, you know, man, they can't relate to it, you know. I must say, like,
He had one cap for England and
One
couple
cap for
rings,
England.
One cap for England. He played all in the youth system, but he played at one senior cap. And I
So,
guess that's
so
also
tell me actually something. You'd feel good if we have all 11 foreigners, but they have some connections here. And carry us to World Cup and say we reach all quarters or whatever. You feel you will genuinely feel good in comparison to a squad with 70-30, even just going to the World Cup.
Walter Boyd and
Yeah, what would make you feel better as a Jamaican? Eh? That's my question.
Homegrown. Yeah,
That's my point.
Jamaicans,
You know what I
we live
mean? We can relate to them. We know them come up through the system.
So
Come
how
up.
much you cap it at then?
Well, I think 30% is good enough, man.
30%.
30%.
But that's not a rule. But if you
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. When we're gonna stop now?
So it's Mason Greenwood is the last.
Yeah,
thing.
man, when
Why
we're
they
gonna
cut
stop?
off before Mason Greenwood? Because Mason Greenwood good.
Give him a chance, man, for help the team. You know what I mean? You can open
what if
a
there's
couple more
another-
doors for other youngsters to.
What if there's another Mason Greenwood?
No, man. I think we need to cap it. You know, it needs to come to.
What would even be better is just improve the level of our locals.
That should be the aim.
Just improve the level of our locals where we don't even have to go hunting, so to say.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
With the likes of our own Mason Greenwood, as
Yeah.
in Leon Bailey.
Look at.
Leon Bailey now is a superstar
Yes.
versus a man that will come in and just be a professional and be like, like a DeMargaret. Look at what DeMargaret going out there and fighting for the country.
So hold on. The Margaret. So with all of these additions, Leon Bailey have a space?
Of course, he doesn't get called up. I just see him injured. I mean,
Where's
why
the-
get called up, man?
Where say Bailey must start same way?
I would start him. I'm not the coach. But
I
my opinion
I
would
wonder what Peter would say on this one.
be- Yeah, but I mean, I'm not the coach.
Yeah.
If I was the coach, if I ran JFF, he wouldn't be in the squad based on his statements and
Based on. No, I was talking based on just playing ability.
playing ability.
With all of these players
Yeah,
that we
man,
have.
this Liam Bailey a top talent, man. Yeah, man, he would have in the squad. They
it's
might find
sad.
out if put him in. We would
Yeah.
have find out if put in him, Mason Greenwood, and DeMargaret. I don't know what would have worked.
Yeah.
Probably Liam Bailey would have been able to be the creative player. I don't know.
Well,
Play in and out. I don't know.
well,
Demar
well,
Gray more
well,
in the middle.
yeah.
I mean, but Liam Bailey is a talent.
Of course.
Mason Greenwood is a talent.
Yeah.
Demar Gray, we see Demar Gray. I mean, although he's kind of waning off because when he just came versus now, I don't know if it's, I mean,
the energy of the whole thing.
yeah, and changing a coach and tired legs through the window. But Demar Gray still, I mean, has to get the nod and has to play. So with the likes of Mason Greenwood now, well, definitely he's not in this window, but for future World Cup qualifiers, I think he would be a key addition, and I guess you have to keep this coach. But with this window, if we get results,
Yeah.
if we get results,
Yeah.
because I mean, if we lose to Nicaragua and lose to Honduras, this man might be out of a job soon.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
hot seat.
Yeah,
the job is not one to just and I mean, too much is given, much is expected. And Steve McLaren, he knew, but you have to get results.
All right.
You have to get results. So.
Seem have Greenwood almost ready to represent through his connection. So
Yeah. I guess when Peter come on later and ask me his predictions on the two matches coming up.
yeah.
Well, that's a tool of true love. We're happy with that.
Yeah, man. I think that's good. I'm more happy with us who get to play. That's all I care
exactly.
about. Yeah.
You don't want the 3
yeah,
points.
I want the 3 points still, but I'm looking forward to see.
2 assists from Tariq McGee.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward
2
to
goals
see
from
mostly.
Kyle Dixon over the window and have the fans buzzing and
man.
chirping and
Body
stadium
excited,
full
man.
up
Yeah, man.
For the window. That would be good.
And we had even a discussion about the Black Pearl. People disrespecting Walter Boyd because he never played in the EPL. Saying, boy, Walter Boyd can't carry. Liam Bailey is like that far ahead. Them talking about Walter Boyd like Walter Boyd is a nobody. And I say, you guys, it's mostly some of the young guys I'm talking still, because them never really see the pearl and experience.
He was an elder.
Exactly. Exactly. And them don't know the impact of a person like that on football and how them can carry people. Carry people.
Walter Boyd was a household name in Jamaica.
Yes, man.
But what held him back again?
Discipline.
Yeah.
Was the discipline.
He's very disciplined, and that was a topic last week. And I mean, as I said, looking at Walter Boyd and Walter Boyd's career and his talent, Walter Boyd could have played at the EPL.
Yeah.
Walter Boyd could have been a Dwight York if he had the discipline.
Easily. Easily.
Yeah. Right now, Walter Boyd should have a statue at a stadium.
And we
to
need
his talent and how far he could have gone in the sport, but again,
and I bring up Boyd because I need Kaim or one of our guys to carry that. To get people. Yeah, man, because it's the energy is a thing, It's when it's
whisper.
Why?
Whisper should have been the one.
It should have been.
Can't whisper in.
Yeah.
Liam Bailey.
We don't know what way now we whisper. Yeah, but we need another pearl. In the sense that the energy that you can bring. Even Nandi was good because Nandi used to bring people
was a tandem.
Yeah, bring people to the stadium and that filtered down to the performance of the team. When you have the crowd and everybody booming and everything, the energy is different. Yeah, man. But you were there for the final day.
Yeah. I was a youngster going to Jamaica versus Mexico.
People sleep overnight at the stadium.
Line out the stadium, walk with the KFC bucket and wait to join the line. Get a seat.
Man. Yeah.
I was how old? I was probably 10.
Yeah, man. So
10,
we need. That's why I big up my look. We need them for bring back some energy and some support.
Nonneville loud.
Yeah.
The Pearl, Blackford, on the low. But I mean, we have Kyle Dixon.
Of course.
We have Whisper. Whisper hasn't been named.
I forgot hear what's going on with him still.
But we want those players that, as I said, we can associate with the Manning Cup system, the community system.
Community.
Rima, Jungle, I mean, Shamar Nicholson.
Mobi everywhere, wherever them come from. Fletcher and all of these guys just tailor up.
So Tariq McGee now was wondering if he'd get a call up again. Now he's back in the team. Hopefully he can perform. As I said, we know him from the Manning Cup days.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Junior Flemings, I don't know. I don't even get another call up, but Junior Flemings was in our squad.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's good to have those players.
Of course, it's good, man. It's good. And
connect to the people.
Yeah, man, them people that carry out the entire community for watch, man. And
We never kick no stone with Mikel Antonio, eh?
Eh?
We never see Mikel Antonio kick no stone.
Exactly.
I kick them back to their tech P.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't take the P
Yeah.
across, I know the big clap out of the tree.
Yeah, man. Even the little interfarm football, we never play in interfarm.
You don't know if you look left and right when you cross the road twice. Because it's a taxi
Yeah.
when I come around the corner. Yeah, never take the robot taxi.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
I jump off a
We
bail
not
off a
bash
bus.
them still, you know, but it's different. It's different. It's just a different energy and a vibes.
I eat the oxtail and the curry goat and all of that. But I mean, we reach midway point and we know the controversy boss. I always have something to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to know where am I come with this week. Motor studio, but you know, we keep it primal and primal is vital. And it's time for sports commentary. The controversy boss himself.
Greetings, people. Greetings from 15 miles outside of Louisville, Kentucky. You know, there are a couple of rumors that bothering me right now. People have it to say that every time I go away and I come back, I'm having some cosmetic procedure because, oh, you look so good. You know, it's a constant problem. Anyway, guys, it is possible to remain good looking even into middle and old age, right? Because I don't know if you guys have been watching the table tennis in China Smash, but China have 4 semifinalists, all Chinese in the men's singles. And guess what? In the finals, Ma Long, the captain, the general, my idol, will be playing against Lin Shidong. So watch out for that tonight. I predict Ma Long will win. The best backhand in the world against the best footwork in the world. But this time I think footwork will win. Ken, footwork beats good backhand every time. I don't know if that means anything to you.
It's good to have both.
Football, soccer, football should not be pay-per-view. There's something criminal about me. I'm in the United States right now, and I can't get to watch Manchester City play because everything you have to pay for. This is wrong. Football belongs to the people of the world. And therefore, football should not be on some kind of app where you have to pay to watch every ball that play. Something is wrong. Football must be returned to the people. So I'm here representing the people, as you guys know, of the world, and I'm asking for football to be given back to the people. Taken out of the hands of the pay-per-view people. All right, next thing now. I welcome Mason Greenwood into the team. I'm very surprised. And I have mixed feelings about Leon Bailey, but I would like to see the team play at its best. I'd love to see Kahim get the start that you guys mentioned. And Dale, in some ways, Kahim is the pearl. Kahim is the jewel of Arnett Gardens, what you call the ghetto flower. I want that you to do well in the thing. You guys ought to say something about Andre Blake. One man said Andre Blake is our best keeper in the Caribbean. I don't know about that, but I can tell you, for some reason, Andre Blake is the busiest keeper of the Caribbean. You guys can go tell me why. Track and field have an exodus, a magnificent exodus where everybody is leaving the coach. Elaine leaving the coach, Shelley-Ann leaving the coach, Broadbell leaving the coach. I don't know who leaving the coach. So you guys have to go tell me now, investigative journalism. I hope Froggy in 5 comes and explain to us what in God's name is going on. Tonight on UFC, you guys know I'm an expert in mixed martial arts, right? Have I ever mentioned it? Alex the Destroyer will be fighting against Roundtree. Now, I have no reason to not go with the favorites. I ran the numbers. I ran the various scenarios. You know, us fighters, even table tennis players, we go through all the various scenarios. And what I see happening is that Alex is going to knock him out. But I give Roundtree the puncher's chance. But notwithstanding, I see nothing in Roundtree's career or his makeup that tells me anything other than Alex will win. You're not going to win a lot of money if you bet with me. But the people who have been making steady income know that my picks are always going to be accurate. So I predict that Alex will beat Roundtree tonight in 4 rounds. Now, I'm driving through the USA, and my brother pointed out to me that Jamaican police want to ban Waze, right? You guys know what Waze is. Waze is you drive, you see police, you see a pothole, you put it in and it helps persons to go through the thing. I don't think the Jamaican police should want to ban Waze, but I know that there's a lobby for it. But Waze is how we navigate our way through traffic jams and through unnecessary stops and we get through our journey. I think it's a free speech issue. And Jamaican, as usual, always want to ban free speech, whether it's from the drivers or the Integrity Council. We're trying to ban free speech. Now, did you guys know that for the last several years, we have been overcharged for traffic tickets? The Jamaica government's coffers are awash with money from overcharge and traffic tickets. And people should get back their refunds. But some judge has decided that you need to prove that you got this, you paid this ticket to get back the refund. And I'm saying, what nonsense is that? They have a computer that tell them how much they collected. Why can't the same computer tell them how much them to pay back? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Now, last week I spoke about Usain Bolt's investments because I did not think investing in, and I'm speaking in my investor hat here, I did not think that Usain Bolt has invested wisely in BPOs because it's a business that will be replaced by artificial intelligence. Well, now I find out that Johan Blake has invested in a restaurant in Florida called the Butcher's Barrel. Now, one of the things I tell you guys in investing, invest in things you know. Invest in I'm an electrical guy, invest in technology. Dale is a sportsman, invest in sports. I'm not sure what the connection is between Johan the Beast Blake and the Butcher's Barrel. They're a fine dining restaurant with cuts of lamb, medallions of shoulders of beef, and all that kind of thing. I have no clue why Johan Blake. What is the connection with Butcher's Barrel, and why is the business in Florida? We not eating in Jamaica too. The business could have been in Jamaica. Now, speaking of which, you guys might not know this, but I'm here in Kentucky, the home of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And what I'm about to do is do a test to see whether the Jamaican KFC is better than the Kentucky KFC. My bet is that the Kentucky KFC is superior. It's only Jamaicans I hear say that over Kentucky. Oh, in God's name, over Kentucky must better than the man in Kentucky. It's like we got Boston and them say they have the best Boston jerk. Kentucky Fried Chicken was invented in Kentucky. These guys know fried chicken. Not just have anything to do with sports. And on the final note now, rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo was a basketball player, legendary African guy. He was a big defensive player. When he block you, he would wave the finger like this. And it is sad to see Mutombo go. So from all of us at Sports Commentary, rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo. Next week, Kane Watson will announce a special interviewee. But next week, I will give you the from the horse's mouth, the KFC result. That's Sports Commentary. What say you?
All right.
Wow, that's a controversy, boss, man. Tell you, man, never short on controversy. Next week, I want to hear which KFC better, eh?
Yeah, Kentucky. I never know that one, by the way.
I know which one better. Must be the Jamaican
I
one,
didn't know that one.
Those lines I see on Reddy's Road, on Springs Plaza, Crossroad.
Crossroad, yeah,
You was KFC
Crossroad.
empty, eh?
Yeah,
When you go
Crossroad.
to KFC in the States, always empty.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I wonder if maybe through them have more options. Yeah, I don't know. But for real, KFC take over Jamaica, boy. We no longer cook Sunday dinner.
All of Sunday, I said,
Sunday was that day where people stay home and prepare the peas overnight. And no, there's none of that. It's just straight KFC.
I see the KFC line out to Hope Road, go past CBA, go straight up, almost reach the stoplight on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Not on Sunday.
Yeah.
Not a work day. Well, I mean, not every people work on Sunday.
So, Mr. King, you are using crowd Judge Kentucky?
Well, they must love it. They must love it. I tell you, people join the line. So, I mean, the public would probably vote local
Jamaica,
KFC. But I mean,
I wonder
Let's see, he'll tell us.
I wonder which one of them is the most selling KFC in the world.
Probably.
I know the Burger King. Our Burger King was once number one, right?
We love the fast food, boy. Stop cook. We stop cook, boy. Tell you. Remember the phone lines are 1-876-552-7406. And that's via WhatsApp only. 1-876-552-7406.
Such a small country reached number one.
Yeah.
The most selling.
No, we're really small. People say we're small, but we're really small. We look about it.
Maybe about 7
the good
million
and the bad.
Jamaicans out there, right?
More than that.
More than
But in Jamaica, though, we probably have around 3 to 4 million.
yeah, boy. But you're right though. The KFC thing, it's set, man. It's set.
But I mean, I prefer a home cooked meal.
Well, why? I think the public disagree with you though, you know.
Which is what I prefer.
Yeah,
but,
the public will say, boy, they prefer the KFC.
KFC tasty.
But Peter should bring back a piece that would test it, you know. Yeah. I don't really eat chicken as much, but yeah, you should yeah, man, you should bring back a meal deal.
You know, when people come from foreign and say, yo, you know, bring back an Irish Spring or a sweetie.
And a foreign sweetie.
You know, some people will come back with some Kentucky.
Yeah, man, bring it, come down, man. Yeah. We test it right here in studio on Saturday, next week Saturday.
Yeah, well, Peter touched on a lot of points.
Yeah.
I'll go with Peter the UFC just to wrap that up. I'll go with Pereira for that big fight, but that's a big fight. 2 top fighters, but Pereira is a beast. And I mean, Brazilian is a notch above. But I mean, we already touched on football.
Yeah, it brought up track and field.
Track and field. I see we're
Shelley, Broadbell, Elaine.
Yeah, leaving Elite.
Leaving
the coach.
Walcott. Ronaldo Walcott.
That's a bit surprising to me.
Yeah.
I mean, not so on well, I guess on all fronts.
Yeah, of course, because Shelley ran her fastest time on the Walcott.
Yeah.
Walcott. So one would assume that she would have.
And Shelley not hanging up the boots.
Yes, I thought she was retiring. I thought she was retiring this year.
That is even bigger news. Because if she's leaving the coach, that means that she's going.
She have aspirations. She have more in the tank.
5-time world champion. So maybe she's going for number 6. Well, she's definitely going for number 6. She's going to.
I think you should always put 2-time Olympic champion in front of world champion.
That's true, but because world championship coming next year.
Okay, that's why.
Discredit the
all
Olympics.
Right, yeah.
Looking forward to next year. What's on the cards?
Yeah.
So next year she's looking to add to number
6
because Olympics just finished and.
And you have rumors flying out there. I know Froggy is a conspiracy man, and always talking all kind of thing. But sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But Froggy telling me that, boy, I was saying that everybody's returning to the great man, MVP Frano. And Froggy said, boy, the man that mashed them up know how to fix them.
I mean, the man that carried him to stardom.
Yes, that's what that's all I put it. But you know, Froggy's a hater already when it come on to the great ones, the Butlers and the Franos and man. So well, as you say, is the bigger news is that Shelley planned to continue.
At the age of 38.
Yeah.
38.
Yeah.
Shelley moving like an American. I like it.
I'm more like Merlin, you know.
Yeah, Merlin, but you know Americans go
all
till the wheels pop off.
Yeah.
Even when they retire, they unretire. We see where Michael Jordan retire, Tom Brady unretire.
Yeah.
I mean, so and they go deep in their career. Serena go deep in her career.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even in track and field, Michael Johnson go
as far as it could go until injuries succumb to injuries.
So once you can compete, you're going out there.
Of course.
Yeah. And you know she running sub-11 is like getting up out her
and one thing with Shelley,
professional.
If just like even with Marlon, the technical part of it, she have it down pat in terms of her technique. So she'll always be competitive because that first 40 to 60 meters, she mastered that. You know what I mean? So she'll always, just like Asaf. I thought Asaf was technically good too.
Oh, of course.
Asaf could probably
technique-wise is probably the best.
The best,
sprinter all time, technique-wise.
Yeah. So when you have good technique, it can last much longer in whichever discipline it is. So
Asafa go well to
I think if him they cut off of the podcast and focus more, him could have still be running like 999 or.
So you're telling
10.
me I should cut off the podcast and go train?
Well, he's on it like every day, you know what I mean. Yeah,
You
so
too,
once a week is not a
that's
bad
not so
thing.
bad, that's
It's
so
not,
bad.
it's not so bad.
And primal is vital.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's good to see Shelly still at it because
Yeah.
Shelly is loved by the fans. Loved by the fans. So Shelly is, somebody will say, them prefer Safford, them prefer Bolt.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Shelly.
There's no bad word
Yeah.
that anybody can have to say about Shelly and
Whether
Fraser.
she come third or she come second, it's like,
They're still
I'm just glad
cheering.
to see Shelly compete.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I'm glad to see her still continue her career because, I mean, I was wondering if I saw her last race live in the stadium this year, and I was saying, Shelly can't go out like that.
But she didn't even run.
Yeah.
That's I think that's even one of the factors for her. Well, in my opinion, I think that's maybe why she decided to give it another.
Give us a good farewell.
Of course. And she deserves it.
At the stadium, at the World Championships.
Yeah,
So
next year.
wish her the best of health and continue. I mean, we'll hear further news who our coach will be, who is going to be in that setup.
I think
I'm surprised Bardwell left though.
Broadbell and we know Elaine would have moved on, but Broadbell leaving that camp as well.
I know his girlfriend is still with Elite, but we don't get anywhere that she left.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what's going on in that camp, but
and doing so well too. Broadbell doing well.
Olympic bronze medalist. I mean, had a rough season.
You think it have
injuries.
to do with injury management or? I think maybe because Broadwell been injured. Was
we
injured.
can speculate. I mean, we can go off theories and what we think might be the reason, but maybe to me that is the best speculation to feel that he wasn't properly managed under his injuries, because performance-wise or what the coach can do took him to heights under his direction.
Of course.
Under his instructions. So Broadbell, I mean, let's see which camp he goes in or what he does.
I know everybody
and
must.
Sometimes need a change too.
Yeah, so I think Shelly and
I wouldn't say you
Broadbell.
outgrow, because some people use that term like, because you can't really outgrow
Somebody who
like a Stephen Francis.
Exactly.
You just tend to say, all right.
And even Walcott, I think, is a good coach.
Yeah.
You know,
Top
good
coach come from MVP as
same
well.
camp. Yeah.
But I would say that sometimes you need a change.
A change of environment. Yeah.
Even though, as you said, you run your best times and all that. So we'll see what the future has for him. And hopefully,
I hope
keeps in top form. I remember Omar McLeod.
Yeah, I hope all of them.
That although his personal life was kind of rocky and so.
But Taj Gale, leaving the great man.
Yeah.
The great camp.
As I said, maybe sometimes
MVP.
Sometimes you need a change.
No, that's a surprise as well. So.
And he had a good jump to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So he seemed to be running up back to top form, and at the time running up to top form, leaving MVP. So I don't know.
I wonder what's next.
Yeah.
I wonder what's next. But overall, for me, I hope Shelly, Broadbell, Elaine, hope them swallow them pride and go back and go and bend their knees.
Bend the knee. The king of the north.
Yes, man. And
first of his name.
I'm begging Mr. Francis, can you take me back, please? Yes, man. I want to see. I think it's only fitting for them to finish.
Yes. In one camp, probably rocky too. I don't know.
Yeah, we know. We know you're gonna have, but and you know the two names that are called, excluding the male, might have. But I think it's time. It's a twilight. It's the ending part of your career. And you should end it where you started. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. You know, end it where you started, and have a good farewell tour next year. You know what I mean? The Diamond League and everything coming up, the World Championship.
People love that.
Everybody would love that.
Man, definitely.
And I wonder, I wonder if
we will benefit from it, because I mean, we sit here and watch Jamaica just perform well, whether it's Diamond League, whether it's the World Championships or Michael Johnson's new Grand Slam events coming up. I mean, just go out there and see the Jamaicans perform and be like, all right, man. It's good to see Tia Clayton winning her first Diamond League, Akeem Blake winning in the Diamond League. I mean, it's good to see all of those. So, yeah. Man. That feel good factor. So I want them healthy, going out there, repping the country, and fix things, man. Fix things.
Yeah, man.
Fix things. Not only for the country, but even for yourself. You want to perform good. Yeah.
think so.
Everybody win.
Yeah, man.
Even
And
though the big man, I go sit back and look, so I'm like, boy, tell them,
you have a comeback, eh?
Yeah, they always come back.
And then
you know.
the man have a special machine a year.
Yeah.
Forget
From
about the
Germany.
special machine,
From Germany.
or manage injuries. You know, prevent injuries, I should say, not just manage it, but prevent it, you know?
Technology, I tell you.
Yeah, so
Well,
I think Frano is one step ahead of everybody. So maybe these athletes hear about the machine, the new
hate him or love him, one thing you can't deny.
the great
great.
one. Yeah, man, the great one. Yeah, so we're looking forward to the upcoming track season. You know, the background training will be starting in a couple of weeks' time. So let us hope these guys align themselves with the right camp. Progressive.
Another topic that Peter talked about was table tennis. And Marlon
Yeah.
going to the finals against Ling Xingdong.
Ling Xingdong, yeah.
Little fun. But I've never said this before.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I'm going to say this, and I hope Peter listening. Marlon might be the greatest table tennis player of all time. I've never said this probably before. It's not my player.
Why is it always the greatest one is always in this time?
I mean,
Why is
because
it?
people advance. You put the bar high, and then somebody sets it, and then somebody sets it high.
I don't really agree with it.
As I said, probably. I've never said this publicly.
No, not
And
the
I'm saying
Marlon
he's the
argument,
greatest,
but every time everybody know in this era, he's the greatest. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I hear what you're saying with Marlon.
And plus, competition-wise, is probably at its peak.
I still don't buy that competition-wise. I think competition in any time is competition. That's for me. Yeah. Once you have,
It's hard to compare
once it's
again
really,
across eras.
once it's within the same in terms of numbers. If we're comparing 30 and 20, good, but you can't be comparing 30 and 5 when Georges used to win boys champs. You know,
Deal,
so
deal.
that's not so credible with 4 schools. You get me? Yeah.
Deal,
So
you're
when
wrong.
you have
Deal, you are wrong because Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. It's not our era. Edwin
people
Moses,
say Floyd.
greatest
Muhammad
of all
Ali.
time.
People
Not
say
our
Floyd.
era.
People say Floyd.
No, but the point is, Deal, that
People say
what
Sugar Ray
table
Robinson.
tennis
You
is a
want to make a
technical
point for
sport.
your great table tennis player, Marlon.
No,
Make
but the
your
point is, table tennis is a technical sport, boss. And every era beats the other era legitimately in table tennis. And what is happening is Marlon has stood that test of time. Same way that Djokovic has played quite a few eras and defeated them. Greatest of all time. Marlon has resisted the test of time. Up to 30 odd years old, beating the best in the world. Greatest of all time. I agree with Kane.
No. I agree. I agree with
He's
you.
not my player.
I agree with
He's
you
not my
on
player.
that point, but not on the technical point. I agree that Marlon has adjusted over decades and decades. I agree with that. But I don't want you to use this technical business about who have better backhand now and who never have backhand. Then I don't agree with that one.
I don't agree with that
because I think Jesse Owens might just be the best of all time on the track. Right? So I don't
Just
necessarily
like how
I don't
boxing
necessarily
purists-
agree. Yes, I don't
Boxing purists have Sugar
Ray
Ray Robinson as
Robinson
the greatest boxer
of all time. But I agree with you that Marlon, based on what you just said in terms of from one side of the TT to both sides of the TT to back and to he has made all the adjustments and still dominant. So I might just agree with you guys that he's the best of all time.
Put it this way,
to argue against. It's
I
just
have
like
been
Djokovic.
looking. Tibor Klampar, who was a great player in the late 70s,
Yes.
could not get 2 points off Lin Shidong. Could not
That's
get
not
2
fair though,
points
Peter,
off
because
Marlon.
It's
No.
hard to
Things have
compare.
changed. Things have changed.
Just
But I'm
always
just telling you.
remember the
No,
100
but
meter
Peter,
final.
that doesn't mean that
It's
if Ling Ching-dong went back into the 70s with Klampar, Klampar probably will beat him because I can tell you this. I can tell you this.
No,
I can tell you this though, Peter.
Wrong,
You can agree
wrong.
with me. I think back in the days we had stronger athletes than now.
You're
I can
wrong.
tell you that's a fact. No,
You are
that's a
wrong.
fact, Peter.
We are lifting more now. We are jumping higher now. We are running faster now.
More
Right?
technology is in
If you
strength and
tell me-
conditioning. And all that.
You
So why
tell
we
me.
have so many injuries though?
All right, let me point out something here. Because we are
Natural
testing
though.
our physical limits. We are testing our physical limits.
No,
Duplantis,
I
if you
believe
put
the man them
Duplantis,
from the 70s where used to build house and lift up things with them hand. I think
yeah,
them man that is stronger than the man them now.
they might have been, but we know more now, and we're producing better results now.
I
What was the name?
agree.
Bubka. If you take Sergei Bubka and bring him to Jamaica to the world right now, he could not jump what Duplantis jumping, right?
No,
He
Peter,
could
you
not jump what
can't compare
Duplantis
it like that,
jumping.
though.
If you
We
gave
can't.
Duplantis,
I don't. It's hard to compare across eras. It's
What,
hard
what,
to,
what,
I don't like comparing
is a
the
mental is
70s
a
to
mentality you must look at,
all
Peter.
right,
When you're
King, I have
talking
a
about
question for you.
greats,
I have
it's
a
a
question for you.
mentality, not necessarily like the technique. As I think it's a
I have a question
mentality
for
you
you.
must look at.
Do you think a 1971 BMW can beat a 2024 X6 with the twin turbo engine?
It's a different time, Peter.
Different technology. Table
like
tennis
It's
is
a
machines.
technology.
it's a different time, Peter.
Humans are like
You
machines.
can't say Marlon is better because he's exposed to something different
Let
than
me,
what the man
it
them from
doesn't
the
matter. I'm
what
telling
you
you
must look at
something. Dale
is how
Parham.
dominant they were in their time. That's
No,
what
Yeah.
you
you
must
can't.
look at. The
No, you can't.
dominance.
When you're going all time, Ian Watson, right? I have played all the great players from the 70s come right up. And I'm telling you that Ken Watson is the best of the lot. Oh,
Yes.
second, perhaps only to myself.
But you can't play against yourself, so you would know. You would
No,
try,
no, but Ken, I am
how
the
we not
only
playing with
person
yourself?
who I am the only person who has objectively played against all errors, right? And if I tell you that Kane is the most complete of the lot, except for, the point is that it has to be a fact.
No, Peter, I'll never agree with that point. I think
It's hard to compare across eras.
I think you have to look at dominance in
Yeah.
your time, and because so you're gonna say somebody
You
next
think Donald
15 years
Bradman,
better
you
than
think Donald
Marlon because
Bradman,
he has a better
I have a
backhand.
question. I have a question. Do you think Donald Bradman could bat to Michael Holding?
No, if he was
Yeah,
if
one more
he
question.
came
One more
up in that
question. One more
time,
question. Do you think Bjorn Borg could play tennis with Djokovic
No,
and
yes,
Sinner?
yes.
He
If he
could
was
not.
born in Novak time, yes,
yeah.
The
If he
yes.
was
wooden
in his
racket that he
time,
uses,
he'd be
the
competing
wooden,
at the top level.
no.
Based on his mentality.
Peter, stop.
Based
All
on
right,
the
let me
mentality.
reverse let us reverse it. Novak, right? These guys have advantage with rackets
these,
and
technology, yeah.
technology. Bring Novak back into time
He
Different
might have
services,
lost.
under the
different
He
same
might
ranges.
have lost.
environment of
And
back
give him a
then.
wooden racket, he might have lost. If you give him a wooden racket and old shoes that they used to play in and the white shorts and the long pants, he might have lost. But
Peter, I
that's
think
not
you
the
should
point.
stick with Marlon. I agree with the
That's
Marlon
not the
point.
point.
I don't like comparing across years because if a man was dominant in the 70s and a man is dominant now, I mean it's hard to compare because it's a different game, different competition, different services, different tools.
Gentlemen,
It's under the same branch of the
we
sport.
have schoolboys. We have schoolboys now that can run the 100 yards faster than Jesse Owens.
Yeah, but Jesse Owens, if he was in this time,
No,
Jesse
he's not.
Owens would
He's
have
not.
been.
He's not. Jesse
Yeah,
Owens
But those
was
guys are not in Jesse Owens' time either. You have
It
to run
doesn't
under
matter.
under those
yeah, the Jesse Owens
conditions.
conditions.
Remember, so the man them are run
Era,
barefoot and on dirt,
I understand. In this era, we have the benefit of time travel. He did not. So we send him back, go collect Jesse Owens. We send him back, go collect him, and make him run against Kingston College best runner. Jesse Owens comes second.
Boy, Peter, it take up all our time
I'm
with
sorry,
this
I'm
talk.
sorry. Yeah.
But I agree with you, Marlon. I think Marlon might just be the
I
best
think
of all
Marlon
time.
might just be the greatest.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards that. He's not my player. He's not my favorite player, but I mean, I watching him now and trust me, the man is a beast.
yeah.
As I
One of
said,
the things we
footwork,
can do, guys, one of the things we
size,
can do is
adjustment.
it is possible to transport the KFC from Kentucky to Jamaica, and we do that test.
We're looking forward to that next week.
But to me, Marlon adjust.
Yeah.
Marlon adjust.
Yeah.
Marlon footwork, Marlon touch,
And him keep improving.
and
Yeah, he keeps improving.
force, power. I mean, him have all the tools.
Yeah.
He can defend, he can attack.
I'm much smarter,
Smart,
developed
so,
into IQ is
Yeah. It's
yeah.
not just, as I said, back and forth and play.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just more leaning towards how him adjust.
Yeah.
How him put little things in him game over a period of time.
Yeah.
How him
Marlon was
conquer him
one-sided, you know.
opponent.
Marlon,
One-sided.
2004,
He's a
Marlon was
4-4.
one-sided, you know.
Yeah, and then Marlon just, all right. work on this, work on that,
Yeah.
and him develop over time. And him last time,
Peter
last,
player from long time still, so I must give
He's not my
Peter this
player,
one.
he's not my player.
From long time, Peter
even though
from
he's not my
the
player,
Malang
but I'm
wagon.
giving him fair credit,
Yeah,
and he might be.
yeah,
It's hard to argue against.
Yeah.
Just like Djokovic, it's hard to argue against. Although Federer, to me, is the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's hard to argue against Djokovic.
yeah, yeah.
And Nadal is my player.
No, I agree because
Nadal
Novak
is my
check
favorite,
all the
yeah.
box. I agree with you. I
Nadal is my
agree.
favorite player.
I
But I still
agree.
have Federer as the greatest.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's hard to argue against Novak. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's down to preference, but yet still, when you break it down and try to be unbiased,
Yeah,
Marlon have all the tools, Djokovic will have all the tools.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah. That's what it comes
It's
down
tough,
to.
yeah. It's tough to argue against it. Tough. That's all I'm saying. It's tough to argue against it. So Marlon, definitely. I mean, he's been in the conversation, but
So why them don't have these table tennis players in when them have these lists in like table tennis is such a difficult sport in the top 10 list.
in terms of greatest
Yeah,
because it's not globally watched.
I
like
said table
that.
tennis not globally watched.
Watched, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people play it. It's one of the
I
most
think a
played
table
sports.
tennis player have to be in the top 10. A table tennis player like Marlon, the dominance over that time, must be in the top 10.
But I mean,
Must.
You have to be recognized. You have to have a connection to the people because I'm sure if Marlon walk in the
Brethren,
middle
if
of the
LeBron James is in the top 10, this Marlon deserves to be in the top
But the
10.
thing is, as I said, you have to be recognizable to the public.
That is-
If Marlon walk into the KFC, where at in the KFC where Peter,
so the list is flawed.
nobody not
then.
gonna know Marlon.
Yeah, yeah.
But if LeBron James walk into that KFC, best believe he'll be signing autographs. So it's,
Okay.
they use all those factors.
Yeah, market. Okay.
Marlon,
Oh,
so that's
popularity. It's a
popularity.
popular. Yeah,
It's a popularity.
yeah.
So, because if you look across all sports, man, which sport is difficult? Wayne Gretzky is a top.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey. How much people watch ice hockey? Wayne Gretzky could walk in and and nobody cares.
I used to watch it then. Wayne Gretzky when I was coming up on the conflicts box and all of that thing, and I used to watch a little ice hockey back in that time because of Wayne.
So it's that factor
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
has to be a global
Yeah, man.
brand in terms of sports.
I didn't
So
even touch on this new baseball player that created that. Yes,
50
man.
Stolen bases
50-50.
50-50, yeah.
Well, next week we'll
Next
talk
week
more
we can
about
talk about
baseball.
some
You know, we
baseball.
can switch it up a little bit, but
And definitely basketball next week.
yeah.
The season starts October 22nd, so key trades RIP Mutombo. We have to say it again. We got Mutombo, because growing up seeing Mutombo, I mean, defensive juggernaut, and that famous tagline with the wag finger.
Yeah.
Duels with MJ and all of that. So, big up Mutombo. Rest
Yes.
in peace.
And Kane, a lot of people, I got a text that people trying to reach us from Trelawney and they didn't have the number at the start, and no, we didn't get the calls this week. But I will apologize to them. We'll give you the number maybe every 10 minutes so you guys can. Yeah, but definitely next week I want you guys to call in because we've been requesting.
Next week we'll try to have an overtime edition. I want to
Yeah.
have show because we try to get Mr. Paul Francis,
Yes.
coach at MVP. So
You're
hopefully,
you're breaking the news already.
so
All right.
Hopefully, I can get to you. I spoke to him earlier today.
Yeah.
I asked him if he could come on the show. and
Of
he said,
course.
sure, no problem.
Tell people who Paul Francis is.
Yeah,
you know?
coach at MVP. If you don't know who Paul Francis
Remember, we're
is,
global, and you have people from Australia listening. They
Yeah.
might not know. So Paul Francis is a brother of the greatest track and field coach has ever existed on this
and
planet.
he's a top coach.
Stephen
himself,
Francis.
working behind the scenes, and I
Yes.
tell you,
Work
just
with
as
Sh-
brilliant.
Yeah,
Just as brilliant.
work with Sharika Jackson.
Yeah, man.
You,
So-
you know. Yeah, well,
So hopefully he has the time because these top coaches, top athletes always have a busy schedule. But I mean, I spoke with him earlier and he's willing to come on the show. So next week, tune in for that. I mean, overtime edition, and we look forward to the call-in next week as well.
of course. So people in Trelawney, I hope you guys just flood us with calls next week.
Peter make it back with KFC.
Yeah, we're going to do the test as well.
Yeah, or I'm staying in Kentucky.
So what we have to get the local chicken and Peter carrying the foreign. I will test it.
I will
All
test
right,
it.
no problem. people all the time. So same time, same place. See you all next week.
One love from the Primal Sports Section. And again, to our listeners out there, this couldn't be possible. We appreciate you tuning in, listen to us every week. Fit FM 96.7, Primal 4K up. I mean, YouTube, World Wide Web.
Yes.
People here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, spread the word. And Top Shot will be back next week, people.
Western Jamaica.
Yeah,
All right,
so,
thanks.
thank you again, and one love. Peace from the Primal Sports Section.